welcome back to another episode of Jash Reads, the series where I read a book from cover to cover and discuss it chapter by chapter. And today we are continuing our never-ending dramatic reading of the Animorphs series that I might not complete before I'm dead, since, it's vertigo is, that's horrible disability there. And anyways, the Animorphs book we are currently reading is Animorphs number 13, The Change by K.A. Applegate, of course, and I am finishing setting up here. Okay, the Nikki to the Charipu, so if you're watching this live on Twitch, I can actually respond to you live. Woo! Yeah. So, Jash Reads, we build as well as discuss and read. Let me get all comfy. Ready, and the first thing we will work on this time is that door you see behind me. Or doorway. Let's see how to fix this so there is an actual door. Okay, wrong control. Let's see, I like double doors. That, and once we have this door situation under control, we'll begin reading. I want them to be right next to each other, so let's see. Oh, so I finally got to see Deadpool 3. And it's been... God, now it's not... Now that's not situated, right? Here. And we'll just have to endure, them not being side by side. I will say that the movie did not disappoint at all. It was honestly a riot from start to finish. Okay, so that works. It just looks just weird. Sorry, I'm trying to discuss and be like, hey, hi, let's talk about this random topic before we get, started with the dramatic reading, and I just... anything. I'm just getting all caught up in this design here. I don't think... I think this is going to be the only way to save this entrance. Let's see, how does that look? How does that look, folks? I think that fixes that. I mean, this is supposed to be hidden deep in the woods, so we don't want the entrance too obvious, I guess. I guess that'll be fine. We can work about making a little stable and little farms around here. At the same time, still trying to keep them all hidden from view. Okay. Let's see, what's a good angle here? Is this a good angle? Yeah. I think we can do this. maybe here. If we got rid of these leaves right there, maybe that's going to be a good angle. Okay, yeah, I think this is good. This is a good setup for the dramatic reading. Okay. And after dramatic reading, when we're discussing the chapter, we'll get like minor stables and minor little farms for minor little crops. Nothing too fancy. Trying to still keep this all hidden. Okay. Okay, so I set the lighting on my Kindle and it looked good, but it seems like I perceive the lighting differently every time I do a dramatic reading. Let's see. Let me double check. Is this good lighting there? Come on. Okay. Where? God damn it. I'm trying to... No, I don't want to press that. No. Get rid of that fucking bookmark. Okay, my Kindle is not wanting to respond to me. We are having technical issues, folks. Okay, I can change pages, but I can't do much else. Let's see. Can I... Okay, I can show... God, I can do that. Okay, I'm going to try resetting... Come on, you guys. Okay, I'm going to try to restart my Kindle because I just want to change the lighting slightly, but it's not allowing me to do that, and I'm pressing where I usually press. So, let's get started with the farming, I guess. Let's see. Farmland. Well, let's see, a good simple, wheat. Wheat's going to start with. Pumpkin, melon. Oh, what's all these other ones here? Let's see, there's pitcher, torch flower, beetroot. I'm going to keep the farm simple-ish. So we're going to have that. Going to need some water, but in case things get out of control, we'll have a nice little sponge. Okay, my Kindle is restarting, so it's like halfway through powering up again. I am sorry for this, but when you do things live, you just have to realize things aren't going to work out all of the time. Seems like my Kindle's nearly there. Those. Okay, my Kindle's restarted, so let me go back where I was going to add my little... Okay, that's good. Okay, now let me mess with the lighting here on my Kindle so we can... Ah, now that's working. I do not understand all of technology. God. And I don't read from the actual physical copies I have of the books because I got those Animorphs books when they came out. So they came out between 96 and 2001, so that's a while back. So Yeah, I don't want to accidentally destroy them, so I read them from Kindle. Okay. With that, utter chaos out of the way, let's get to actually doing the dramatic reading. Hopefully an illager won't mess with me again. Yay! Anyway, here we go. We're reading Chapter 7 of Animorphs number 13, The Change, by K.A. Applegate. I hung a brutally hard right and scraped my belly across a branch doing it. I fought my way through the grasping twigs and leaves and motored on. Thank goodness I ate a good breakfast, I muttered. Tobias, you can't go that way. The trucks will cut you off. They have guys in the back of each one with shotguns. No choice, I said. In about 2 minutes, I'm going to collapse, and right about then, that helicopter will get here. Okay, then we need to get rid of the guys with the guns, Rachel said calmly, like flying against a guy with a shotgun was no big deal. Rachel, have I ever mentioned that you are extremely cool? I said. Then, to the Hork-Bajir, just keep running this same direction. Don't stop. I peeled away and fought my way up and up and up above the treetops. There was Rachel, gliding majestically on her huge eagle's wings. I needed altitude so I could turn it into speed. Ahead, through the gaps in the tree cover, I could see the 2 pickup trucks. They were still bouncing along, kicking up dust as they hurried to cut off the Hork-Bajir. In the back of each truck, there was a man with a shotgun. These guys were holding on for dear life, so at least we had a chance of not getting killed. You take the one on the left. Ready? I asked Rachel. Let's do it, she said. We aimed to intercept the trucks. Like a pair of cruise missiles, we targeted the spot where the trucks would be in 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. I could see my guy clearly. Middle-aged human. He looked like a guy you'd see working in a hardware store or something, but he wasn't really human. The yerk in his head was aiming the gun. 2 seconds! The controller saw me. He frowned. Then he realized. 1 second! The shotgun came up. The twin barrels looked huge. I raked my talons forward. Boom! The shot passed millimeters over my head. I actually felt the wind. I struck. The controller fell off the back of the truck, clutching his face and howling. A split second later, Rachel hit her target. Okay. Hang on, gotta adjust my arm brace because that decided it wanted to come off. Anyways, back to the action. At that same instant, the 2 Hork-Bajir came barreling out of the woods, right into the racing trucks. One jumped. He sailed over the truck and landed hard on the far side. The second Hork-Bajir was too slow. Vroom! The truck slammed the Hork-Bajir. The Hork-Bajir went flying and sprawled in a brush-covered ditch. Boom, boom! Rachel's guy was firing blindly. The first Hork-Bajir was up, but not running. I was close enough to hear him bellow in a voice full of despair. Kalashi! Kalashi! Move, you idiot! I screamed at the Hork-Bajir. The two trucks had braked in a cloud of dust and dirt, fish tailing wildly on the narrow dirt road. Guys were piling out of the cabs, armed to the teeth. From the edge of the woods, just down the road, 3 dirt bikers. God damn it, bikers. I cannot read. Okay, let's go back. Pretend I didn't make any mistakes. And we're going to go up paragraph back just so we can, keep the flow here. The 2 trucks had braked in a cloud of dust and dirt, fishtailing wildly on the narrow dirt road. Guys were piling out of the cabs, armed to the teeth. Yes, I see you, Mr. Creeper. Yes, go away now. Thank you. From the edge of the woods, just down the road, 3 dirt bikes roared into sight. Boom, boom, blam, blam, blam. Hork-Bajir froze. He looked up at me as I shot past him, and he said, "No, my Kalashi, my wife." Wife? I said, wife? Rachel echoed. That may have been the last word I'd ever expected to hear a Hork-Bajir say. "You'll be dead in 2 seconds. I snapped at the Hork-Bajir after... Sorry, I was trying to control a burp and do a dramatic reading at the same time. Apparently, I cannot do both. I am not that talented. Okay, let's try that again. "You'll be dead in 2 seconds. I snapped at the Hork-Bajir after I'd recovered from the shock. "Run! Run! Or you're no good to anyone!" He ran. I guided him to the stream that lay half concealed behind a stand of trees. He hit the water with surprisingly little splash and disappeared beneath the surface. He said wife, right? I asked Rachel. "Wife." She agreed. And that is chapter 7. And we're finally done guiding those Hork-Bajirs, which seemed to, last for forever. Felt like that's what the whole book was going to be. It was just going to be that one chase scene and nothing else. Oh. So I put that down. But anyways, let's get to the part of the video where we actually discuss chapters. But yeah, we finally completed this major sequence that honestly went on a lot longer because of my vertigo, and I'm not able to do these dramatic readings as frequently as I'd like, so yay! Oh wait, I think I'm supposed to use a hoe, right? Let's get all fancy dancy. Yeah, it's the whole thing started with Tobias going, "I'm going to go on a nice little date with my human girlfriend Rachel," and then that turned out not to be the case. For some reason, the Yeerks are after the Hork-Bajir. Somehow the Hork-Bajir escaped. Somehow, Tobias kept on being in the places he needed to be, to rescue the Hork-Bajir. It's definitely not normal shit going on there. Oh, let's have a little bit of normalcy. Yep, that ain't happening. Yeah, so this book really does go into challenging your preconceived notions about the Hork-Bajir. And we have had Alfangor say, you should pity the Hork-Bajir because, they got a very short end of the stick there. Now, first thing to clue you in that, how the Animorphs have been perceiving the Hork-Bajir are, wrong, is the Hork-Bajir are escaping, and, they're finally seeing the Hork-Bajir as something other than the killers they are forced to be whenever Yeerk's inside their head. Sort of like when, you were younger and you saw, like, your teacher at the store. And even though, they're adults, that, they don't live at school, it's just, when it happens, I remember it being really a weird thing. And now, the preconceived notions of Hork-Bajir are being challenged more with Wife. Because Wife, shows some deep commitment there. No, it's not just someone you're casual friends with, that's actual serious commitment there. Ooh. Okay, I am not going to get too lost in there, because I have a horrible sense of direction. Okay, here we are. Yeah, anyways, about the Wife shows that Hork-Bajir are capable of loving to such an extent they commit themselves for life to each other. Still trying to find the entrance. Here we go. Anyways, yeah, it shows that the Hork-Bajir are capable of just emotionally connecting to one another, but deep, like really big commitments there. Long, lifelong commitments. And that's not something you would really think when all you've noticed about them is that, they can kill people really easily. When you just think of them, Hork-Bajir, as killers, you don't think, hey, this is someone that would form a marriage with someone. You okay, babe? So now the Animorphs are just having to reevaluate everything they thought about the Hork-Bajir, because obviously, killers things that are just killers can't, not only, marry, but also get really sad and heartbroken and utterly distracted from everything that's going on, that they go, hey, maybe life's not worth living if my partner's dead. That's why I think the Tobias has just been, and Rachel are just in utter shock. Like, wait, did that fucker just say wife? Holy shit, they did. And of course, I would be remiss and not bringing up that the Hork-Bajir word for... Hang on, let me get that point open. And I would be remiss in not bringing up the fact that the Hork-Bajir word for wife is Kalashi, which seems, really similar to the Darathi, God, I'm saying it. Am I saying it right? But the Darathi word Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. It's like very. It's like I tried to make things sound different. I tried to put like a odd inflection, just so, it didn't appear like I was saying Khaleesi, because that's how I want to say the Hork-Bajir word for wife. Like, don't say Khaleesi. Whatever you do, don't say Khaleesi. Okay, before we start to cover the links, let's try and take care of this fucker. Come on, just go. Where are ya? Actually, hang on. I have a solution for this. Golem. Okay, there's the solution. Anyways, before I get to, reading the links, I'm going to find, a decent place to put some small stables. Again, I'm going to still try to make them all hidden. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, God. Okay, now That's junk. Let's see, important. Okay, here we go. So let's find a good place for the stables. And then we will get to reading off the links. So if you're satisfied with the quality of the video thus far and you're just feeling like I'll just maybe you want to quit the video now or whatever, you're not going to be missing much. I mean, watch the video, watch the whole thing. I need attention. What the fuck am I saying? Let me just mess with this algorithm. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyways, let's see. Other things I want to say, right? if you're watching this video, you can comment down below with... God, I do questions each time, yeah. So the question for this day's video is... Oh my... Let's see. Yeah, what question do I want to ask? Hey, I'm gonna ask a question. Okay, for this day's video, the question is, what do you think about the Hork-Bajir term for wife, Khaleesi? And I would especially like to know your opinion if you are also a Game of Thrones fan. That used to be a big hyper-fixation for me, but now I still love it, but I wouldn't classify it as one of my hyper-fixations anymore. And also, feel free to comment any questions you have that I didn't cover about this chapter. Just please be aware that since I do hope against hope that people become Animorphs fans through these videos, that I'm not allowing any major spoilers in this series. So just please remember that. No major spoilers. Also, you know, do all the good things like subscribe. And now we will finally get to the links. That right there. We need a nice little gate. That's a fence, not a gate. Okay, now about the links. Some of these links are going to be Amazon Associate links, which basically means that I get a little, you know, income from you buying things via the links. So just be aware of that. So if there's an Amazon Associates link, you know, you're not just getting good stuff, but you're also helping to support me. Okay, now with that out of the way, the first link will be to, of course, buy your very own copy of Animorphs number 13, The Change. Animorphs is hands down my favorite series of all times. It's one of those series aimed for kids that really does, you know, is still good for adults. Like, you get, as someone who read the series when I was younger, I can honestly say it does hit differently as a kid than it does as an adult. It's still good, but in two very different ways. Okay, now. Don't know what the fuck I was in there. Now the second link is to my Twitter, where we can talk about Animorphs all day and all night. I love the series so much. You will not annoy me if you start talking about Animorphs, trust me. Just be aware that unlike my Jash Read series, I will say spoilers if you talk to me about Animorphs on Twitter. So, if you're going to talk to me on Animorphs on Twitter and you're afraid of getting spoiled for things, just tell me where you are in the series so I know the right things to say instead of just ruining things for you. I do not want to do that. Again, I love the series so much, and if you're experiencing it for the first time, you really should go into it not really knowing what you're going to get. Because it's great to be surprised by pain, torment. I mean, I know the two perfect words to send any Animorphs fan into just utter tears. And you know what they are if you've gone through the series before. Very iconic moment there. Let's see, the third link is to my Patreon. And my Patreon helps support not just these dramatic readings, the various streams I do. They also help pay for the various odds and ends I do on my blog. Also, they also helps pay for the books I'm releasing, my Kafka's Men series, which I will talk about in a moment. Because, yes, that is one of my links. And I finally have tiers open and doing things again. It's just they've been changed. So, because when I got Vertigo, I wasn't able to, keep up with what I was doing with the tiers previously, and so I changed it to actually work with what I am doing now. I've also changed the names of the tiers. I mean, I was already changing what they were doing. So I'm like, I'll just change the names now. Why not? I'll make sure I can get a horse through here. It'll suck if I do all this and I can't use it for its intended purpose. Okay, so let's get a saddle. Get a little egg for a horse. And after I've tested this out, we will talk about the final link. Yay! Why did I put spawn? Jesus. What the hell? I cannot have more than one thought in my head at a time, apparently. Okay, come on, Horsey. Come on. This. Forgot for a second how to dismount. Okay, you just go out there. Let's see. Okay, let's try with horse number 2. Okay, this horsey is much kinder. I like this horsey. Okay. Let's see if we've worked out all the kinks there. Okay, we got it. We don't really need a horse in here right now, so run free! Okay, now that we've got the horsey-worsey thing all figured out, let's go to the final link, which is to my original series, which is a reverse harem series. So if you like that romance subgenre and you like to add in some grim, dark superhero along with it, and you'll just be happy as a clam or something. I don't know. You'll be happy. And the 7th book in the series is currently up for pre-order, folks. So yeah, if you've been waiting forever for the 7th book in the series, well, do I have some news for you? It will be coming out September 11th. And while you can't pre-order, well, I can't list the paperback version as a pre-order on Amazon, I can schedule it. So if you're someone that does prefer physical copies, Kindle version, because technically you don't own the Kindle version. If you want some horror fuel, just look that up. See, I can understand why people wouldn't want the Kindle version, but there you have it. It will be released September 11th. So if you want to pre-order the Kindle version, do that, today. And if you don't want the Kindle version, but do want the paperback version, just keep an eye on that page, and on September 11th, you'll be able to order it. And those are all the links. So, yay. Let's pretty this horsey up. Okay, let's tame this horsey. Okay. Yeah. See a good angle. Okay. One of those has got to be a good angle there. But yeah, that's it for this video. Let me just look over the stables because I think next Jash reads, I'm going to be concealing this a little more than it currently is, because I do want to keep it a little bit hidden. Oh shoot. Sorry, Tobias. Sorry. And I just need to say this. Okay, sorry again, dude. Sorry. So, that'll be it for today. Thank you everyone for watching. And yeah, have a good day. Have a good night whenever you're watching this. And until next time, goodbye.